Yo, 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 what's up, dudes? All right, back at it. Been a while. Been a lot of things going on in my life. Health issues in my family, passing my grandfather. So I apologize about the delay, but we are back at it, going strong here. It's 2 p.m., April 16th. Looking at some commodities. Really want to get back into just trading some commodities for those who have a full-time job who are busy. Don't want to look at a computer screen all day long, but they want the trades, they want the setups, they want the stop losses, they want to manage the risk, and they want to make some money. And on the side, maybe you want to buy and resell some stuff. I'll show you. Hopefully, I can dive into that. It's a little tricky with where I live, but that is something I do on the side as well, buy and resell cars. So that's something I might dive into. We'll see. Anyways, looking at some good old commodities here. First, we'll look at the direct chart over here. My go-to on the gold chart. Obviously, you look at GDXJ for JNUG and JDST. So looking at gold right now on the daily, it is pretty apparent we have created this head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I don't know what that is. That's like a knee. This guy's doing like an Olympic lift here. Brought his knee up, got disqualified. They shot him in the foot. Anyways, looking down here, actually, that's a pretty good indication right there on the 200 moving average for those who use moving averages. I'm foreseeing a break of this, coming back in a retest of that moving average, actually. But as we see, we're just trending down here. It had this trend line and it respected it. See, this is a type 4. For those who watch a down front show. But that's funny. Sorry, he's my I watch him, he's pretty cool. Looking up, comes up, gets retested on this trend line that was broken, and we shot down. I was trying to catch this falling knife here. It didn't work. Again, here didn't work. Ended up taking a loss there. I shorted this down, so I ended up still being in the green overall, but I was kind of disappointed that I tried thinking this was gonna come back. So sold off this morning. Looking, where are we headed next on gold? That's where everyone wants to know. Let's see here. And let's look at where we're going here. Haven't been this low in a while. So I'm just trying to see if I can see this. So we're down here at this level using the 4-hour. As you see, we're still here. These are some old supports that I had here. So that was a major zone that we just broke through right there. I foresee a retest of this area, which is going to come up right to. This is gold this is gold US dollar, so that's why. But I foresee a retest up to there. I wonder if it already retested the 12. Come on, 1278 on the gold versus US dollar. It should retest that area. You should see a pretty significant drop after that. Okay, so it tried to, and it hasn't even gotten no strength. It might be retesting right now, come up to this area and break on down. If not, we're still headed down right now. I'm just trying to see where the next major support is because that was a pretty big one right there. Did you right in this area here? Why is this an area? Okay, so that's why we're bouncing right now, is this old support here, or this old resistance here. Did some consolidation there, so that technically right there could be a little bit of a zone if you wanted to. Be very small right to there because it had some interaction. As you see, it came up, denied, never closed above it. Also bounce here. Haven't been this low in a little while here. So that would be an area to be aware of, as well as down here in this range here. Because as you see, we reacted a lot right there. And I have no idea where this is. No, it doesn't matter. But that's probably the next area we're going to before another rejection, which is going to be right here. Just a little support. This is more of a support play because it only touched there once. That's why my zone is so small right there. Looks like we broke out at one time. The next big one is going to be this area here. So that's going to be where you want to start possibly going longer. You'll definitely see a bounce here. So let's see. Now let's bring this out. So that could be where gold heads out to. That is going to be a buy for gold. If we got a lot of way to go though. So these are going to be areas I'm going to be watching. As you see, there's a lot more room to the downside right now because we broke this. That was such a major point right there. There we go. Here's another one. So that's why we bounced there. That makes sense. And as you see, I saw that buy over here. I'm not looking at where we are now. I don't really care. That's why this is important. And look at that. That matches up with 50%. And this is a Fibonacci of the overall day. So we can clear this up a little bit here. Let's get that out of the way. Don't need that. But as you saw that when the Fibonacci was up, this was the 618, broke, retest 382, broke, retest this trend line down. So this was really, I mean, this couldn't have been any nicer to people who trade. This is pretty much like a Forex perfect for those who trade Forex. I mean, this was perfect. We're on this support here now. And like I said, to come back up to this area here is a high probability. This is probably another one. So for right now, gold looks like it might just come up to this support here, retest this, and then break below it. But once we break this, we're definitely headed to this next zone, which is the 1264. And since we broke, and let's see, I want to see where I am on this Fibonacci, and this is the Fibonacci entire gold thing. So right now we retraced 50%. So 50% of this move is where we're headed to for those who watch gold. So for right now, the play would be to short gold, obviously. And right now we're just having like a little dead cat bounce on the 15-minute. Really don't check this very often. For those who want an entry on a short, right here would be your entry. All right, looking back at JDXJ. Sorry, I'm making this a little too long already. Below this old zone here of support resistance. See how it's touched there many times. And how did I find this zone here? It's just so much going on here, guys. There's so much. There's support. I mean, we just consolidate here. And when there's a consolidation, it's just supply and demand. Whoever wins breaks out. So that's what this zone is about. It's just supply and demand. Stayed in here, broke out. That's when you either 50-50 shot right here. You'd either be shorting or going long. And as soon as it breaks down here, you better hold your short or you better exit your long. Same way, vice versa. JDXJ headed down to this next area here. Is that the next one? It's a little area right here too. So this is more of a support resistance right here. I don't want to make too many zones. The next major zone would be down to here at the 29.75, but these will be areas where it just touches and bounces. The $30 mark will be an area to be watching out for. As you can see over here, I guess we'll make that just a little zone here, just so we are aware that is a very significant place. So yep. And it's touching off this support. And like I said, this is just a support play. We'll probably bounce up to this zone. If it comes back up to this zone and retests it, JDST that'd be a great entry for JDST. There's a higher reward for playing JDST right now than this for JNUG. I tried playing JNUG, it didn't work out. So when gold gets down to the $30 mark, you could play a bounce there. Because I see it bouncing back up to the 30.50. And then going back down if the trend continues. The trend is down. It is down, guys. All right, now we'll look at some other ones here. DRIP. This is referring to gas and oil, so we'll just look at DRIP indirectly. Looking at DRIP, we are on this downtrend still. You can almost draw a trend. You could draw a trend line. Draw a trend line. And I'm hoping we break above this because oil is looking bearish if we look at oil directly. So where should I put that? Right there. Does it close there? I guess. Kind of broke it. Broke above. Now we're below it. So we need to see a break above this. And this is a major zone up here, the 850 to 870. We really need to break that. Otherwise, we're still on a downtrend. Look at this is just another higher low. You see how we just trend up, down, and then we're holding this trend line. This would be a big indicator to see if we decide where we want to go. Because if you were to do this, whoopsie daisy, sorry about that. You could do that. So it still tell us where to go. Otherwise, I would be day trading this. Not really seeing much of a great swing because it's kind of all over the place here. Same thing with Gush. Gush would be the safer play. Actually, Gush looks good right here. As you see, we're entering this area here, holding a bit. This just looks like a pullback now that you look at it on the 1 hour. So right now would be a nice entry for Gush at the 1232. 1224, stop loss at 1215. 15-cent stop loss is probably sufficient. If it breaks below this, I'd be out. So if you were to enter in, right now would be the time, 1233. Gush is looking like the play right now. And in regards to that, this is loading pretty good. Cool. CL here. Let's look at crude. Downtrend still bearish, but breaking above this zone, I would cut DWT personally. Seeing how we end today, if we stay above this, I would say we're going to head up. So, well, looks like that worked out well. It is bullish. Crude looks bullish right now because it is above this area here, above the pivot. So UWT. Dang, that was fast. I thought we were going to have a bigger pullback than that. Oh, well. I don't really play oil that much. So for what it's worth, I mean, I don't not play it, but look at this. Look at gold bouncing off our zone here. That's so funny that we just drew. Anyways, let's look here. S&P 500 selling off a little bit here. Overall trend is still up for those playing the SPY. I won't go too much into depth on the SPY or anything like that, but these are kind of the major areas to be aware of. You see a lot of consolidation here. The biggest area to be a short would be the break below 2908 and then a retest of that and then down. And if we break this, we're definitely headed to the 2890, this area here. Because I mean, this is pretty drawn out basic. I mean, look at the supply and demand here. Like, this is just like every time it goes below that, it's sucked right back in. So that's how I got these areas here. This is pretty easy. We are absolutely. Let's tell you guys, is that an uptrend? Yeah, it's an uptrend. All right, cool. We haven't broken any sort. There has been nothing but up. It's just slow grinds to the upside. It's kind of boring. If you were to play this, I would wait till it gets to the 2908 and then put a long on a call and just duration call and just hold it until any sort of pattern is broken. Trail your stop. You could do SPXL if you wanted to. I mean, the same thing goes with the NASDAQ. I mean, they kind of follow each other. Look at NASDAQ's even holding up stronger, and that's because of Netflix. I mean, look at that. There's like, nothing really. That is boring. I mean, it's good, but goodness gracious. So if you were to have a zone here for entering in this area, you would see how this is obviously a major spot right here. Right there, because I never really closed that. Yep, right there. And I would grab right there. Right there. That's where you want to buy. NASDAQ buy in that area. Boom. Otherwise, geez, we're going to all-time highs. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. So where was the double top here? Right. That's right there is all-time highs. You'll definitely see a pullback there. It never even closed above that. So, I mean, if you wanted to make that like a resistance zone just to be like, okay, time to take profits, it would be like right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, we were so close to that, though. I don't like that. Yeah. Pretty close to taking profits. I would probably be taking profits off the table. And look at that. It almost touched that. So that's just me. We're going to all-time highs. We definitely are. There's no doubt about it. But I can't read the future. So if it crashes tomorrow and burns, oh, well, not a big deal. Natural gas coming down to these lows of the 2.5. by 4. That's where I'm headed towards UGAZ. I started a small position today at $26, very small size. I wouldn't be playing DGAZ at these levels. It's just too low. You can play both. You want to hold UGAZ and DGAZ during the day, and then hold UGAZ at night. Whatever you want to do to hedge. Otherwise, you can wait for the actual bottom and so once it starts trending up, higher highs, higher lows. But we are just selling off right now. Looking back here. Yeah, this is going to be the 4. And we'll see a bounce there too. 8631. 813. Oh, it looks like we already broke that. So for natural gas, you could be playing this long position. I would just wait for the bottom. Otherwise, you can start into this. But if it breaks this area here and goes below this 254, like I would be out. I would not be holding you guys. I don't know where it would go after that. But this is kind of like a seasonal thing, just a long swing until the summer because it's going to head back up here soon. Just got to find the bottom. It's not much movement. Most of the movement's at night. Natural gas reports Thursday. My guess is that's going to be bullish, and that's when we're going to see the reversal. Just my guess, though. Can't read the future, like I said. Other than that, just trying to stick with ETFs here. Sorry to make this video a little longer. Haven't done this in a while, so I got to get these all laid out like I used to. LABU looking solid downtrend, solid, and it's almost holding the trend line here. That's pretty fucking down. But on big picture, let's see. Big picture, we are still up. If you want to do that, you could far fetch it. You can make it so it looks good. You do that. Boom. Let me see where that touches. Yeah, look at that. Touch. Broke above it. Denied with this trend line. So we'll see. I think LABU is going to be a long. But if it breaks this 54, 51, be out of that son of a gun. If you want a really nice entry on this one, right now looks like a solid entry. Otherwise, man, if it comes down to the 55.50 again, I would not be wanting to get into this because that's just not good. You really want to hold this $56 area. If it doesn't hold the 56, I would not be. I would probably be waiting for this area here, the 53. But we'll see. We're on a pretty solid downtrend right now. We had a little bounce up. Other than that, looks like a lower high. So really need to break above this trend line and keep on chugging. Yeah, because that's not looking great. So that's for biotechs. I think I went over all of them for now, guys. So oil, gold. For those, I haven't even looked at silver. Who looks at silver? Is silver a thing? Is that even silver? Silver, yeah, that's silver. What's silver looking like? Just like gold. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It's like two shoulders. 2 shoulders. Oh, that's so slow. That moves so slow. Look at that. Terrible. That looks out like moves in one day, and then the next day it's just like, okay, let's figure things out, guys. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time on this one. Yeah, let's not even look at that. For those who want to go like long swings and like not make any money, you can do that. Otherwise, I would stay out of it. So, anyways, guys, I hope that was helpful. If there is one stock that I would be playing right now on the long side, I'm already up. I've been averaging is Tesla. And for those who play Tesla, because I know this is a big mover, this is going to be a big area. It's got to break this 275, and it is struggling to break it right now. As you see, I've actually been playing it every time it hits 275, buying a short or a put, and then just selling it once it gets down to the 274, which is kind of cool. You buy a put. I mean, once it moves $1, it actually makes you quite a bit of money because it's technically 100 shares. So right now, it looks like we are strong as shit moving up here, guys. Moving up, finally might have hit that bottom. But we need to break this area, and actually, this is a pretty big area here. If it breaks 275 right here, we're in good shape. Good shape. Well, we'll see what happens. Got a lot of time left here, and otherwise, if it doesn't break it, you can just see this as another lower high breaking down. But hopefully this is the trend reversal right here. So other than that, that's my big play for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to y'all later. All right. Peace out, homies.